to the CFS Grand Finals dito sa ating Filipino stream. We're back with the series number 2 of the day. O nga pala si Daydom kasama nag-iisa si Salvatore para dito sa ating match number 2 which is gonna be another banger dito. At yun na nga, magsisimula na tayo dito, Josh.
Yes. I am indeed Salvatore.
Ay, sorry, Salvatore. May sinabi ko. Nami-miss ko na agad si Salvatore. My bad.
Nakakamiss naman kasi talaga yung si Salvatore. Napaka-pogi nga pala. Single nga pala yun, guys. So, follow nyo siya. Tapos DM nyo yung page. Single yun.
Alam mo, kahapon ko pag ginagawa yun, tinatry ko rin tigil na tawagin si Salvatore na Diyos suave. My mistake. Pareho kasi silang pogi, guys. By the way, the boys, if you want these voices in your event, kontaktin nyo lang kami. Nandiyan kami sa comments, nangungulit. pero anyway, lipat na tayo sa ating matchup of topic, and that next one is going to be an exciting one. It's ranking esports versus LCK, and these two teams, well, medyo bumababa na yung chances na makaabot sila sa playoffs, no? But it's still good international experience para sa kanila.
I mean, to be fair, man, I do feel like ranking right now in their group is definitely one of the more powerhouse teams, no, compared to LCK. We're just gonna have to see how it goes in the end, because ranking, of course, they're a very well-performing squad. But when it comes down to it, sometimes they do crumble under the pressure, no, at the end of the day, which is why they are in this current position right now, na medyo mahirap para makapasok sa loob ng ating playoffs. Again, of course, for those who don't know, each group, we have 4 teams and only the top 2 are making it into the playoffs. So there's going to be quite a lot of pressure for some of these teams. That includes Ubek Maniac as well, no? They lost their first match, and their next match against Imperial is going to be so important para makapasok ng playoffs ngayon.
Yeah, and well, coming in from Vietnam as well, ranking esports. Actually, one of the favorites then, no, going into this matchup. LDX joining their roster have somewhat put a very good impact in their roster, and well, ito yung they're going up against LCK, a squad from EU MENA, which as many say is very similar in terms of skill level sa Pilipinas, and for now it is LCK the number 2. Parang kumbaga sila yung if I were to compare, kind of like SGJ Reborn ng EU MENA sila, no? So it's a big step up for them to perform. It's a big ask for them to perform here as well. But let's see, baka may tinatago silang alas up against ranking.
Yeah, I mean, when we talk about regions, it's definitely at the very, very top, no? China and Vietnam, followed by EU, MENA, and the Philippines. But yeah, there's definitely quite a ways to go para sa mga teams natin na ma-equal yung strength ng mga super regions natin, no? So, which is why, of course, right now, in terms of the number of seats given per region, is why we have 4 for Vietnam, 4 for China. So ngayon, proving ground para sa atin, no, nakarating pa rin naman yung mga players ng yung dalawang team per region here.
Yes.
For EU, MENA, and the Philippines to prove themselves worthy of more slots in the next year possibly. Very excited tayo para doon. Which is why we are here right now in the grand final to see how the regions match up to each other.
Yes, of course. And it's always nice to see, right? It's always nice to see these teams coming in. Pero let's throw it to Matt Andrews for the team intros.
Win. It's a do or die moment for teams who are 3rd and 4th in Group A, and let's meet them. Proudly representing Vietnam as their number 1 seed, it's Ranking Esports! And now to face them, here's the 2nd seed from the EU MENA region. To the stage, this is your LCK! The winners of the Vietnamese finals against the runners-up of the EU MENA regional finals. Which team secures the win and feels a little safer in our tournament? Well, get ready. The players get ready. Let's see what will happen.
At yun na nga, narinig nyo naman, sinabi dito ni Matt Andrews, do or die for both of these squads playing from the lower half of Group A. And both of these teams, well, I have to say dito, Josh, no, Vasco, or rather, Ranking Esports have a bit of an upper hand kasi meron silang one set differential. They did take one map up against Q9. So, medyo mas safe dito compared sa LCK. But LCK, man, they have a lot of work to do if they want a bigger chance of getting into the playoffs.
Yeah, there's gonna be quite a lot of things for them to worry about. No? Not just winning this match in particular, but making the numbers work in their favor. No? Set differential, run differential, para pag dumating sa tiebreakers natin, mas malaki yung chance nila para makapasok. Kasi nga, there's only a certain number of matches. They only get 3 matches to prove themselves here in the group stage. Walang walang bawi, no? So kung natalo ka na ng so-and-so team, wala kang chance na taasan pa yung stats mo. No? So every match really counts here.
Yeah, absolutely. And LCK, I think, after their showing in the first match, no, they have so much catching up to do. Man. Sub-base nila looked really good up against Vasco, pero hindi pa rin nila na-take. But let's talk about ranking for a second muna. Duktuan leading, rocking the top of the scoreboard dito with the GR side being the more favored of the two. And it doesn't seem the most impressive of numbers, no, but they have been on a steady, consistent run simula 2022, 2023 in CFBL, always finishing either second or first. Their star showing nung second season, naging first sila sa season 2 of 2023 CFBL run, and then finishing first in the regional finals this year. So it was a very good showing ng regionals. But so far, they haven't been able to translate that dito sa ating grand finals.
Yeah, but that's just ranking as a team, right? But we look on the other side, on the other corner right now, 4th seed out of Group A. It's going to be LCK here. I think the main driving force of this squad is Design. You can see in the numbers right now, but when it comes to round wins, when it comes to map win potential right now, the numbers are definitely not good for them. They're definitely a GR-sided team for LCK. These guys out of Turkey right now, they have to worry about so many other things, knowing that ranking, yes, they might not be the best out of the region, but at the same time, there's such a scary force to go up against.
Yeah, very heavy in terms of rifling dito. I talk about Design, however you read his name, no? Very talented as a rifler. Unbelievable yung clutch skills niya, no? May mga moments na it feels very impossible, then Design shows up, boom, biglang mananalo ng round yung LCK, no? Admittedly, against giant teams nung nakalaban nila or nung unang matchup nila against Vasco, no, it's overshadowed, especially with Vasco being a team that is also very rifler heavy, no. But I would argue that up against Ranking Esports, Design is gonna get a better chance to shine. Recent tale of the tape for Ranking, winning all of the recent matches. The most noteworthy, taking down Wolf Empire sa finals nung regional finals sa Vietnam. So that's impressive to say the least for Ranking.
Yeah, I mean it was a long battle as well, right? They went the full 5 maps here, so definitely could have gone either way if that last map didn't go the way of Ranking Esports. So there's still putting into question as well of whether or not this was a fluke out of them or if they really are the better team. Because remember, it doesn't matter how you win today, but the long grind of going through the entire bracket. On the other side here, though, LCK, pretty good out of this. They went all the way to the grand final up against 3BL in their own regional finals. Unfortunately, losing it a 3-1 against 3BL, the Egyptian super team.
Yep. Yeah, there you go. That's exactly where LCK stands, no? Unlike their competition, that is ranking esports, hindi nila na-topple down yung top one in their region, which is 3BL, Wolf Empire para sa ranking esports. And really, that shows the path between these two. Uh, for the most part, LCK have been unable to breach through that top spot. 3BL pa rin talaga yung considered na number one definitively para sa region nila. Meanwhile, for ranking, time and time again, every now and then, sumusulpot sila sa number one spot, no? So, it's more of a question of consistency for ranking. And for LCK naman, it's whether or not they can step up.
Yeah, there's quite a lot to be talked about when it comes to consistency talaga. Kasi nga, some teams, they're just better on the day and some teams are able to maintain that kind of status all across whatever number of matches na meron pa yan. Which also brings us into the question of what matters more. No? What did it look like in the group stages in your own region versus what playoffs look like? Say, for example, dito, locally, meron tayong Ubek Maniac with a perfect group stage run versus SUJ that went all the way in the final. Pero ito yung mga predictions natin, ranking for everyone on the Chinese and Vietnamese squads. I think this one's gonna be pretty funny, no? Didong, pag nakita natin yung susunod na slide dito. Kasi kung di ako nagkakamali, men, yung pinag-uusapan natin kahapon, kung sino sa tingin mo yung mananalo dito, yeah, I'm going to laugh in your face, pare. There you go! Nag-iisang LCK believer sa ating broadcast, si Dedum.
Well, to be fair, right? I believe in LCK dito. I mean, I think I think that performance from CFWL and regional finals is proof enough that this team really has potential. No, we did see them yesterday, or was it yesterday or 2 days ago, fighting against the likes of Vasco, and well, they performed in their map pick. They almost got us into overtime, pero pagdating sa map number 2, nahirapan talaga sila. No? And of note, that map is, I believe that was sub base where they were cooking. Design really took the spotlight every now and then, no? And I think they really have a bigger chance in ranking esports. So let's see if it works out. That's just me, officer. I'm just defending myself. Tingnan natin. Sana manalo sila dito.
Yeah, I mean, we never know what's gonna happen. Remember, pag nandito tayo sa global stage, you never know what to expect. No, sometimes the data does not give us the whole truth. Pero ito nga, crucial match to for both teams. No, since both LCK and RKE have lost their first match in the group stage, whoever wins this keeps their chances alive of getting into the playoffs. Unfortunately, ang matatalo dito sa round na to, sa match na to, ay essentially gone. No more hopes for getting into the playoffs here.
Yeah, for sure. But it's medyo mahirap din. Medyo mahirap pa rin yung proposition na yun, no? Because they're going up against Q9 and Vasco Esports, two huge teams, no? So really, what these two are fighting for are placements. Yun nga, a better or a hope to even get into the knockouts. Pero some comparison dito, Mexico 0, a whopping 0 match played para sa LCK. But I think sub-base is the map that LCK has the biggest chance dito. Barring everything else, I think sub-base is a map that they should strive to get dito sa ating map dito.
Yeah, there's gonna be so much in favor of them as well. I think Turkey, these Turkish players right now, they just don't like Mexico, no?
Well, understandable.
Okay.
Understandable.
Mexico hater, but yeah, I mean, to be fair nga, wala naman yatang region na may gusto ng Mexico, but there are some teams that are actively targeting Mexico as a map kasi nga because of its unpopularity. There's definitely gonna be some teams that are not prepared here. Same with Eagle Eye, no? Kaya yung dalawang yun mapapansin mo, yun yung mga surprise picks mga teams, including say SGJ, right? Who have been trying to get Eagle Eye into their matches pero hindi talaga na ban out talaga yung Eagle Eye 2.0, and the same thing can be said for Mexico. I think this entire event we've only seen Mexico once, pare.
I think twice. Yeah, I think twice na tayo nakakita ng Mexico, no? So, it kind of becomes that sort of X-factor map na pinupuntahan ng mga teams natin. So, for example, you got a team like Ubek Maniac na sobrang favorite tong sub-based, no? When you ban that out, if Ubek wants to be unpredictable, maybe pwede sila mag-Mexico up against a super team, for example, like maybe All Gamers. Pwede lang i-pick yung Mexico just to try their luck at it. Pero, unusually, there is a high number of Mexico games for ranking esports. No, it's actually their 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth most played map. Well, it doesn't sound too impressive na pang-lima. Pero compared to compared to
LCK with zero maps.
Zero maps. That's a sizable amount. A sizable amount. And if you consider as well na most of those maps na or most of those games na nag-Mexico dito, ang ranking halos 3/4 nung maps na yon na panalo nila, no. So it's definitely something of note for ranking. But I don't think we're gonna go into Mexico. I don't think ranking is willing to risk that. Maybe they're just gonna go to Black Widow dito and up their chances of going up against LCK. But here we go, map Bito at hand. LCK are gonna be the first to pick and ban a map dito, Josh.
Alright, so LCK with the prio here in our map Vito. This is probably because of that little decision that has to be made on the backside. No, so expecting LCK to ban out Mexico. There you go. No surprises here. No, kakasabi lang natin that it's not gonna be easy for LCK to play on Mexico. Now we got a ranking for this next ban. We will be expecting maybe an Eagle Eye ban out of them. Let's see.
Pwede rin feeling ko sub-base.
Sub-base din.
Para sigurado na. Sub-base kasi yung may may palag dito, yung LCK, no? But nope, they're gonna go Eagle Eye, okay. So I'm expecting an LCK priority of sub-base dito, much like they did in their matchup against Vasco. And then map number 2, Black Widow perhaps para sa ranking. You know, Black Widow, the map na favorites ng mga teams natin from their region, of course. And well, ranking esports no different. Ito yung most played map nila. Oh, they're going for ports.
Really?
They're going for the weakness dito ng they're going for the weakness dito ng ranking, which port seemingly is one of those. So mas nilaro pa nilang Mexico kaysa port over the course of the entire year, Josh.
Wow, okay. So LCK definitely gonna be favored here on port. No surprise here. But yung ranking kasi, I don't think their port numbers are that bad either, no? So this for LCK is kind of a defensive move to make sure that they at least have one map early in the series para hindi sila mahirapan mag-come back later on, no? I think LCK definitely don't have as wide a map pool as ranking esports. So now with Ankara being brought out as well, when you are out of Vietnam, like ranking, you need to worry about as well how they play this, because the fundamentals for most Vietnamese teams are very solid.
Absolutely. And there you go, ranking. When you talk about fundamentals, Ankara, one of those maps that you really need those fundamentals. No, Ankara, they're no strangers to this. They played this a decent amount, and they're pretty good at it, I might say. And up against other teams, no, like in their specific region, they bring it out every now and then. So it's definitely something of a comfort map para dito sa ranking. And they don't want to take any risks. They don't want to go to Black Widow. Ayaw din nilang dalhin kahit syempre sa sub-base dito. So Black Widow is gonna be banned out. Wow, surprisingly for LCK. And well, not unsurprisingly rather for LCK. So if hindi i-ban out dito ang sub-base, I think ranking are trolling. And they do. And they ban sub-base. Ayan, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. We are going to be going through Port Ankara. Yeah, I think this is still a lopsided map pool for ranking in their favor, no? Because even with ending on compound, the way that they play on compound, ranking is very familiar with this map. Very strong BL side as well. And because of that, no, LCK definitely have a lot of work to do for this best of 3 series. No, even if they can win port, they need to worry about Ankara. They need to worry about compound. And basically, the pressure is on for LCK for the entire series kasi sila yung mas maraming kailangang patunayan dito. Knowing that, again, ranking, they're not even the last seed out of Vietnam. And that means that's a message in itself, no, that being one of the higher seeds out of your region is so scary.
Technically, number 1 seed ang ranking, no, because they took out Wolf Empire. No regionals, technically they are the number 1 seed coming into the grand finals, no. While a lot of people are still convinced now Wolf Empire is the more fundamentally sound team, well, ranking did beat them in a long best of 5. So they're still the number one talaga. They're still number one para dito sa Vietnam, no? So definitely a giant that LCK is facing up against. And let's see how they're going to perform. Bago tayo magsimula sa game, gusto ko lang salamatan lahat ng sumusuporta sa atin dito sa Crossfire Philippines. Salamat sa inyo, ang ating community, for sticking with us at di kayo nagsasawa sa mga mukha namin dito ni Josuave at saka ni Salvatore. Soon enough, we'll be joined by Mochi, our friend as well, who is nandyan sa comment section. Shout out sa'yo.
Shout
Micaela
out kay
Gonzalez.
Mochi nga pala. No?
She will be joining us soon enough.
Couple of days, I think, no? Medyo may sakit nga lang talaga siya, no?
Yes.
But here we go. Data given to us para sa ating first map. Yeah, it's like we said earlier, man. It's gonna be very rough for LCK, but it is so much work to do for them. This is definitely not gonna be an easy first map, but at the very least, it's a map that they are very familiar with, no? But it's just ranking esports is on the other side of this match, man.
And Subbase being banned out, being away for LCK, no, it is something of definite importance. Part statistically is their most successful map, but it isn't their first choice. Ranking definitely favors Subbase a little bit more. Mas pinaprioritize na nila. Laging nababan away ang Subbase mula sa kanila, no? So a bit of a surprise for me why they didn't prioritize that. Pero okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Port. Given the circumstances, ranking sila naman yung not the strongest in Port, no? So yun nga, sabi mo, Josh, they're playing defensively instead of offensively dito. So makes you think what's gonna happen sa ating first map. But in Ankara, I think I think the state of the series is LCK need to win Port. Kasi otherwise hindi tayo mag-game. Ankara, I feel like it's gonna go one way, and that way is ranking esports talaga.
Yeah, man. There's just the mentality right now for LCK is gonna be so important here. They need to be playing to win and not playing to not lose. No, there's a very big difference between those two mentalities that has to be made by LCK. They need to actively and play here. Make sure that they can take control in Port and keep that control throughout the entire series here.
Okay, here we go. And actually, surprisingly, we don't see a lot of Port, no, in our matches. And less so yung pinakauna, yung pinipick dito, yung Port. So LCK might just be cooking. Tons of mid control. Uy, medyo malalim dito. Flex na tamaan ng konting damage. And it is going to be a bit of a back off from Flex after siya mapommel ng mga grenade dito.
Quite a lot of things going on, and grabe yung patience na makikita natin for both squads right now. It's very careful out of LCK knowing that they are on the BL side. Kailangan na talaga nila makuha yung control early in this match, knowing that again, very well known yung GR side here on Port as well for being pretty easy compared to the other side of the map.
Spoxy, the tip of the spear. Alam mo, parami na yung nag-entry snipers dito. It's very impressive. Shout out to the boy, Mr. Yobid. I can't wait to see more of them tomorrow. Pero sa ngayon, LCK really biding their time dito sa BL side. Remember, this is their map pick. Lion Claw providing assistance. As LDX hears a lot of noise happening dito. No, A site I think is the target para sa LCK, but there's a heavy stack through from ranking. 3 people there. Uy, nagsipag-akyata ng LCK. The plan is to tucktail, run to LA, and then push up, take them by storm. PM not expecting the low angle. The flash is now starting to rain in. PM flashed for a bit, and that is the close box angle. Uy, will be traded out. Good spam coming through as Design picks up the kills, pero ranking clean it up. LDX for the double, and Spoxy mag-isa na lang dito. Just the sniper and the Colt, and Spoxy will not even penetrate the site. Ranking good defense.
Just when you think things are going their way, your ranking turns things around with a crazy spam through those boxes, man. Tatlo yata yung nawala doon sa isang iglap at tamang gulat factor lang para sa LCK kasi di niya na alam kung anong gagawin niya dito. So now, with ranking here in the lead, making sure that this GR side is not going to be going to waste, no? LCK on the back foot. Kailangan nila makahanap ng mamara na makapasok dito kasi of course, with LA being such an important part of port, especially, makikita mo yung aggression na meron ang ranking dito. PM's all the way here in CA, waiting for someone to show them their faces habang may double team tayo, Neves, watching on warehouse, yeah.
Oh, close. Tight angle. And a good denial. Dito kay PM. Ang galing, no? Ang galing ng adjustment ni PM. Napansin niya agad na laging merong priority ang ranking. Doon sa cut. And immediately, PM punishes it. Round number 2 pa lang. Alam na niya agad yung tendency dito ng LCK. Great adjustment from ranking. And this is one of the things that make this team kind of like a dark horse. Ang ganda ng observation skills nila. Even against Wolf Empire.
Yung macro kasi talaga ng ranking is one of the things that really makes them shine, no? It doesn't necessarily mean that PM and Doctua need to go absolutely insane. It's because of that macro talaga that really shines out of ranking. It takes the full potential ng mga individuals on this team that really makes that difference here. Now, LCK gonna make an attempt through mid. LDX is waiting for something to happen right now. Peeking out at the wrong time. Cannot get a single shot in. Pero tamang simula lang para kay Lion Claw. PM here as a backup. And Doktuan as well doubling down on that kill. Dalawa na natitira para sa LCK para makapasok sa loob ng site. 53 seconds and the C4 out in RS pare. Of all places is in RS but Design takes down Doktuan looking to minimize the numbers. Make things easier for them. But pare, they have to take such a risk here to even get that C4. Kasi alam nila si PM buhay pa sa may kabilang side kung saan siya nakakuha ng kill.
Medyo malalim, no? Halos nasa RS dito yung C4, but they will be able to retrieve it. Pero from behind, the double swing, really good design. Raffin pick up a kill, pero Humeo hiding in the corner. Finds a punish, leaving Design all alone, pero a good double from Design. Makes it so that it's a 1v1. PM, medyo nabocha pa nga yung acrobatics na doon. Will be taking a bit of fall damage, pero Design, look at the right angle. Nasa house, Design.
He turns the wrong way, man.
Mali yung tinitingnan niya dito, PM. Oh, good switcheroo from Design.
Oh, he missed it. PM doesn't. No! Oh my God! He still gets the shot! Datum! Grabe yun! Kung kailan ready na si Design, kung kailan nakakahanap siya ng magandang pestuhan, bigla talagang ganun lang kabilis yung paggalaw ng kamay ni parang PM, man. And another round is secured for ranking esports. What in the world are we witnessing?
Yeah, but a good attempt, no? Was that a 2v4, 2v3?
Was it 2v4? A lot of damage done too.
The end of the day, almost is never enough, Josh. RKE still leading by 2. And yung GR side still a pain. Okay. Good movement from Raffin. Getting into CA again. And for the most part, PM expects that angle. Raffin.
Wait.
Oh my God.
There's no way.
Oh my God! Rappin finds the 2. Good rat play, and Rappin, the cut A play again. Kala ko in-expect ng ranking, pero I was wrong. Neves will be able to shut down Flex, pero LCK have found the C4 inside of A. At nakapagtanim na nga post-plant retake tayo dito para sa ranking.
Okay. This here, 3v4 right now, ranking. Medyo maraming kailangan gawin, but they only have very few utility. Couple of flashes here for them. See if they can get past this smoke here. Doktuan, first point of contact. Gonna have to check. Cannot see Design. And Yume are there for the trade, but there's too many people on the other side. Too much to be asked for here. Spoxy and the others clean it up. LCK finally getting a point on the board.
There you go. Enough to play. The rat play. Impressive. And the trigger discipline as well, no? Raffin getting both kills with the spray transfer to LCK. Needed that, and they do get the first round on the board. Pero ang hirap kasi, you know, they have to rely on cheese plays talaga.
Yeah.
When it comes to just penetrating the defense, so hard.
Lion Claw.
Their Lion Claw makes it a little bit softer down on the B side push. Good flashes coming out, pero LDX still fighting in. Raffin can't get the shot in until he does. Good shots from Flex, gets them off that B site. And PM na lang ang natira in a post-plant 1v3. Wala pa siyang makita dito. Lots of utility being thrown out by the 3 players of LCK dito. Bit of util in the way of PM as well, pero wala siyang time para makapaghagis ng flash. And
there you go.
Slowly start to dissipate the smoke. Uy! The entry almost works, but again, it doesn't. LCK equalize.
Yep. Here we go. Yung bawi ng LCK dito, very much needed. Nice and early as well, no? Making sure that RKE don't get too many points in the bank bago sila mag-switch sides. Again, it's so important, the GR side on this map, for you to take control of the entire series. Now, LCK gonna try and take that lead this time around. Flex is very aggressive. Walks into PM! And ang bilis ng tamang pag-ano niya. Ganda ng push para sa kanya dito. And now they have control of CA. Control of LA not fully taken though kasi nandito si LDX and he has Neves right behind him as well, doubling up on that presence. Now, 5-man push here. LDX is aware na maraming tao sa may kabilang side. Tamang flash lang muna para masigurado na makarating ang backup para sa kanila. And this is a good way to fend off the LCK players right now. Tira mo, they've actually given up on LA, at least for now.
I love it. Ranking getting scrappy, pushing PM very far just to contest that early push from Flex in CA. While it doesn't work, at least ngayon, pinapanood na nila kung may rat plays ba. No? Hindi na makakalagpas ng ganun kadali ang LCK. But either way, still putting a lot of priority in CA, LA. 2F getting cleared up now. Util getting pumped. Nevis just to buy a little bit of space for LDX from up above. And it's enough. Nag-back off dito ng LCK.
Yeah. Just enough to make sure na hindi sila basta-basta mag-push out dito. No? LDX, I think he's aware that they've actually backed off. Not going all the way though, so he can't overexpose himself here in LA. But now the exploration making its way towards maze. Para sa RKE, they've got 2 people here, man. Doctuan Yumeo. 2 of fraggers that are no joke, pare. Even with the utility. Now Raffin from on top, gonna be checking out the corners here, making sure that it's gonna be safe. 35 seconds left on the clock. So K is gonna start feeling that kind of pressure. But the same thing, no? Nag-back off na naman sila. Exploration of the map for LCK. And the macro actually working out for them. But LDX, he's in a one-and-done corner right here. Kailangan niya ng backup. Should be aware of the push now. 20 seconds in. LDX waiting for the push. Flex takes him down. Nevis is not going to be able to give him assistance. And dito si Doctuan as well. No push from mid. And there's way too many targets on the other side of this. Si Doctuan trying to get some damage. Takes down one. But there, Lion Claw, grabe talaga yung pag-pincer nila. Di mo alam kung saan sila tarating. 2v1 ngayon. Si Yumeo na rin natitira at nakapagtanim na rin ng C4.
Yeah, nice split up from LCK. Take control of LA and mid.
What? The time!
Naubos.
Hindi umabot yung plant.
Yun lang. Ang ganda na sana ng approach doon eh. They got the pincer from mid and LA. Pero hindi umabot yung bomba. Good contest mula sa ranking. And LCK, gotta be scratching their heads. Thinking, ano nangyari doon?
Yeah. 2 minutes. Same thing. LCK need to be more careful about how they use their time, no? Pero ito na nga, bakbakan kaagad, no? Kung kanina naubusan sila ng oras, ngayon naubusan sila ng tao, palitan muna. Flag after flags after flags right now on the feed here. LCK looking for a way to make this scrappy kasi doon talaga sila nananalo ng mga round. But ranking, you have to keep order of this. LDX, ang ganda ng pwesto niya dito. Gonna be expecting to push out, but he cannot get any of the kills. The Colt from Spaxi takes him down. But he is now aware of the full 3-man rotation galing sa LCK. Looking if they can find a way to exploit that on the map.
Could have been huge for LDX. Could have been round ending, but just dealt a bit of damage. Wala siyang nakuhang kill. And now it's back to square one for both PM and Doctuan. But you gotta remember, LCK, they do have a tendency to use too much time. 1 minute 26, still plenty. But a good shot from Spaxi. Weeds out, thins out the herd. Doctuan finds a rat angle and Flex unaware. So ngayon, LCK rotate na sila papuntang B. They know that it is clear.
Yeah, because with Doctuan being shown here, he's also aware though. So let's see if this race against time is going to be possible. Smokes out now, going to be set up for LCK. And he's going to take another path through. going in for the backstab right now. The entirety of LCK, both looking towards RS at the moment. Zane and Spoxy on the longer angle. Now, picking it out, they know that he's here after having pulled the trigger a little bit early. Smokes out. Gotta check it out now. Out through the boxes, can't see a single thing. Design. Gotta go for the reload. Push out too many people on the other side of that, and LCK keeping things equal. Definitely gonna be happy, man. Remember, GR said yung pinaka-importante dito, so preventing RKE from getting 3 rounds, no? Even just one, and getting any kind of lead at this point, no, is a great step forward for them because LCK, they know how to play the GR side much better than the BL. But here, Spoxy. Ooh. Ah? Yeah. Could have been a gigantic mistake again kung hindi na rin nakapag-plant on time. Now, Spoxy aware of their presence. PM takes him down. 2v2 tayo sa retake ngayon. It's gonna be pretty hard for ranking to get inside of this, knowing that PM, no, ang hawak niya ngayon, the AWM in hand. It's gonna be so hard. They cleared it out. Flashes now. Design from behind the box. Nevis! All in the hands of Design, man. Look at that burst of emotion. The pop-off is needed for LCK. And Matt, you can see the behavior right now. Ang LCK, pag naging scrappy yung round, doon talaga sila nagsashine. They make sure that RKE is not able to play their game. Keep it in their own backyard, no? What? Definitely not a care in the world right now for LCK. Make sure that the RKE cannot get their feet underneath them. PM alone now. KTNC Design cannot hit that shot. And LCK really pulling away right now on the BL side. What a way to start this series, man. We were starting to doubt them, but here they are proving us wrong. No, 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 not yet. Not yet. My God. And it's that quick, man. LCK, keeping ranking. They're not giving them the chance to even get themselves set up, no? Kasi ganun kabilis yung pagkilos ng LCK ngayon. Nahanap nila yung weakness ng ranking, and that's in bum rush pushes, no? No regard for their own lives as long as they can get those first 2 kills in ranking. When that happens, they just don't know, they just can't play normal Crossfire anymore. Because it does come down to the gunfights. It does come down to the scrappy moments in this kind of situation. And this Turkish super team right now are thriving in the environment that they are creating here on port. Oops. Yeah, now it's gonna be LDX alone, and again, they're not being allowed to play their favorite game. They're not allowed to play Crossfire, pare. Within a few seconds now, but LDX, what is that? Sprays down right through the smoke here. 2v1 na lang po, mga kaibigan, from 4v1. But Spoxy is just ready for it. Sees the name through the smoke and takes him down. Here we go. Second half na nga, mga kaibigan. And the GR side did not work well for ranking esports. Yeah. And this is exactly what they needed, right? The win condition for LCK was to start off the second half with a round lead, and not just a round lead, a 3-round lead, pare. Definitely not going to be easy for ranking here. So let's see if they're going to be allowed to play their own game, if they can. Because look at this, Flex is so far forward. He's inside of CA right now, all the utility, but he's so far forward that it's not even going to hit him. Wow. So tense, man. A minute left on the clock right now. Ranking barely getting any kind of neutral ground on the map, right? Now Nevis, oh, he walks into flex. Another sign na medyo mahirap yung kailangan gawin ng ranking dito. Not even a secondary person out on LA as well because they're aware that Spox is going to be there. Flex here for the second kill again. Flexing his muscles right now in the face of his opponents. Ranking esports, grasping at straws right now to even find a way out. Find a way to get inside of the map, inside of the sites. That's going to be attack pause called as early as now. They already know that this is not going the way they wanted. And look at Flex continuing to hunt down his prey. You know what's coming, and Raffin is here as well. Yumeo. Oh no, the spray down here coming in from them. Lion Claw is there as well. Taking them down one by one. It's going to be PM now all alone. 10 seconds left on the clock and not even have the chance to plant the bomb. This is a rare time, no? Whenever you predict and I'm on the other side, ako usually yung tama eh. Pero, pare, best of three to. Ha? Yeah, mukhang masinsinan yung pag-uusap ng ranking na nakikita mo dito. 20 seconds here to reset both the mental and the strategies right now for ranking esports. There's going to be quite a lot of rounds that they need to catch up on. Not to mention that if LCK can get even one round in, that means that they're going to go on this rally to end the game. Oh, look at LDX! I don't know about it, man. Right now, you got heavy defense on B with two players, and with Lion Claw all the way towards A, man. It's probably the best call right now. See if they can catch this mid rotation. Maybe if they can pull Lion Claw in the other direction as well, it might be possible for them to go in for A without too much resistance. But this is a 3v4 right now, pare. There's quite a lot of work to do. If they can maybe find it. Flex is here. Look at the patience. Spam from Neves does not take him down, but they are aware of the positioning. Raffin's gonna be done. And they find their way inside of B site without too much resistance. Flex is on the other side of this. Has the in his hand. Oh, caught with his pants down as well. And Lion Claw so far away. A 1v4 next to impossible now for Lion Claw. On the back of this timeout as well.
Yes.
Is definitely a good sign for the ranking esports squad.
Yeah, and I think they found the solution to this LCK early map control type of playstyle is do the exact same thing except invest all your players in one part of the map. Yung ginagawang entrance dito to Cat A is where they do that. The proper decision and then invest a lurk as well to B. Works out. They finally realize na the tempo they're playing at, the slowdown of the game is not really working out. And Ranking pick up the round after that tiny adjustment. And again, Ranking gonna make it a quick push. Is it gonna be enough? Are they gonna make it in time? Dito sa may LA. Seemingly not, pero tinan mo yung instant adjustment from LCK. Hindi na nila makontrol yung Cat A as easily because they know that Ranking now knows how to punish.
Right. We're 2 minutes now on the clock here. LCK. Aware that they have quite a lot of control, right? Doubled up on Miz. Also have Flex waiting inside of mid just in case there's some sort of exploration from RKE. They're aware that RKE, they like playing it slow. They like exploring the map. And they're doing that. Either they're playing it to their advantage here, LCK. Right? There's literally nothing on the map right now for Ranking, man. Basically in their own RS right now. With a minute left on the map, having to re-explore so much of it as well. So much work to do in this round. They throw also so much utility. But the smokes in mid, quite a few flashes used up right now, trying to fake out some sort of reaction out of LCK, but nothing's happening really. And this, with Raffin on top, it's going to be so hard to get themselves inside here. The awkward angle for them. Ranking probably not even going to look in that direction. Not going to be expecting it. 35 seconds right now. Ranking are looking for that 30-second side take. They're set up for it. Flex on one side, Raffin on top. It's going to be so hard to go through. Should be a sealed deal right now. Flex takes down one and Raffin from the sky takes down two. What a spray coming in from him. LDX now in the blink of an eye going to be the last man standing on his team. 1v4 here in 11 seconds to go. LCK coming in from who knows where, man.
What?
30. This super team is proving us wrong.
What is the setup from Raffin on top of the sniper shots? And then look at design. Josh, 21 kills as we head into round number 13. LCK. Where are the doubters now? LCK. I know it's too early to call, but I can't. Na-excite ako eh. I can't help but be excited for this EU MENA squad. Huy! PM!
No.
Oh no!
What game are you playing, sir? What the? No!
Ah!
No! What is happening? He had the shot, he gave it away, but he still gets the kill in the end.
Okay,
Now,
okay.
4v5. Okay, we can stop laughing now.
Mm.
Ranking is back. They got the first kill. They have the advantage.
Mhm. That was... Yes. Yes. I think at least a good start para dito sa RKE. But that's not done. This is still a stack down in A that they have to deal with. At mukhang tama yung basa dito ng LCK, Josh. Ranking might be in for a surprise if they commit to this A-side push. Flashes do come out. Duk2-1 for the entry. Rafin have to be checked. And Duk2-1 will be able to do so. Lion Claw from up above. We'll be able to find one, pero will deny the second floor exposure. But the explosion, once it's done, it's PM and Spoxy to come out of the rubble. Once the smoke has cleared, it's a 1v1 between the snipers. But PM can't get the C4 down. A bit of noise. I like the play from Spoxy. Binate niya. Si PM ngayon nakatingin sa RS. But he's gonna rotate towards LA. This is very smart from Spoxy.
Here we go. 30 seconds now left. And PM, wait. Spoxy has no idea. He went the long route. He has no idea that PM is going all the way towards B. And it's going to be so awkward, man. It's sniper versus sniper, which means if PM gets this bomb down, everything is going in his direction. But here, Spoxy switches over to the rifle. The M4 now going to be in hand. So much time that has to be bought here by PM. Spoxy, a little bit of damage done. The problem now is with him having switched over to the rifle, things are not going to be easy for Mr. PM here. Oh, the miss! Just when you thought it was going to be possible, here it goes, LCK. Only one round away from this map win, upsetting the entire broadcast except for Daedum in the first map.
And you love to see it. You love to see it. Pero I want to talk about that miss from PM. That rarely happens. And you could feel the pressure getting into the heads of Ranking. They certainly did not expect this much of a fight from LCK, and the players are starting to feel it. PM, okay, good recovery start. Spoxy goes down, and there's gonna be another kill coming in from Duk2-1. But the trades are gonna be there. Rafin good for one rather. As the battlefield goes quiet, it's a 2v3 for LCK to recover from. Retake na naman tayo dito, Josh. But remember, it's Arky Ace map to lose. One round away ang LCK.
Yeah, this is exactly what they need right now, man. Like we said, the win condition here for LCK is getting this first snap. Now Lion Claw strikes first, another kill onto Himeo. 2v3, 2v2 rather on the map right now. The battle of the duos here. Nevis, LDX a little bit too frisky on the other side. Now Lion Claw takes down one. LDX alone takes down one. The defuse is already coming. LDX, what are you gonna do? How do you find a way to take this down? And Design seals the deal. No, there's not enough time. RKE in the winning seconds of the round take it away and keep themselves alive.
Okay, they keep themselves alive, but for how long, Dito Josh? Design is still popping off. That swing from Design, absolutely terrifying. And yes, RKE won the round, but it has to be 4 consecutive more rounds just like that. There's just no room for error para sa kanila. And LCK, they're hungry. Look at the positions. 2 down in mid. Cat getting challenged. And LCK look hungry for map number 1. Flex. Yan na nga. Yung ninja play. And Flex already deep in CA. And Ranking, we fall back to the initial problem. How they're gonna deal with this aggression from LCK's defense.
Man, they're so far up. Doesn't matter where you go. If you go through mid, you gotta worry about Flex. You need to worry about Design. And on the other side, Lion Claw rather. On the other side, Rafin and Design. And Spoxy. This guy, every shot he takes with his sniper is great. It's gold. So careful, man. Minute and a half right now. Still Ranking. So cautious of the map. Not aware of where they can go. Struggling to look around. struggling to find any kind of information in Flex. He's been doing this same position in CA for the longest time,
Ever since
round
the game
after round,
started.
man, ever since the game started, and they can't punish him for it ever. Every time they try, he takes down at least one, possibly even two. And now there's only a minute left. Ranking still left in court, trying to find the way, trying to find some sort of avenue inside of either of the sites right now. And PM, oh, he sees Flex. He's not alive, but at least that's going to be some information granted to RKE.
That's so funny. PM was like, nope.
Whoop, yep, nope. I'm gonna back off here. I know what you can do.
Iwan nyo na lang si Flex doon. Okay. Respect, sir. Sa'yo na yan. But the C4 have to be addressed. Where is it going? Good shot from Doktoan. Asumio backs on out. Still a good defense though. And they have to watch out for the flank that is Flex. CA is such a deadly position to be in. Spoxy, lying in wait, gets the shot. Doktoan down. But Humano good for the entry still. 3v4 after that encounter. Flex will be dealt with. RKE brute force their way into that A split. And now it's a 2v4 retake for LCK.
Yeah. Ranking coming up with the most insane things at the very last second, man. But still, like we said, even if they win this round, they got 3 more rounds to go. 3 more rounds they need to win in a row, man. So pressure is definitely on for the Vietnamese squad. Yumeo up against Lion Claw right now. 1v1 trying to buy the time but cannot connect the shots. Headshot from Lion Claw. Sees PM, Neves aware also, but they clear out the angle. Now with the flashes out, Lion Claw going insane. The defuse is here, and LDX is nowhere to be found! But Ranking still gets the round here in the waning seconds, man. It's coming down to the wire.
Closer and closer, and we said earlier, Ranking did 4 consecutive rounds like that, and they are making it happen somehow. Only 3 more to go now. And we will be going into overtime, but there's still a chance for LCK. There's still a chance to close this out. And look at Flex. Get mag-peak. Patay. And so far, nothing. Dead silence in the map. No one budging yet. Who's gonna pull the first move? Is it Ranking? Or is it LCK? Doktoan. Eto na, magbe-bait and switch na sila. The ninja move. Flex sees the head, pero Doktoan survives. Flex forced off by the nade. Pero alam niya na may mid-presence dito ang RKE. LCK have to respond, and there it is. The response from Lion Claw is to take them all down one by one. The 3K might have just done it. Enough damage done to leave PM alone, and LCK
Oh, man.
one step away, and there you have it. They secure ports. An explosive starts for the underdogs. LCK take their map pick.
And a surprise for everyone on the broadcast except for Matt Badum.
Hooray!
LCK striking first, man. We had our doubts, but the Turkish super team right now proving almost everyone wrong. But it's not done. It's not over, man. Got another map here. Remember, we said that LCK's map to win was Ports. Ranking, they have the guts, they have the possibility of still winning this series if they can clear up the other 2. But if LCK is playing like this, if we're seeing insanity out of Rafi and out of Spoxy here for the entire series, it would not be a surprise if it was a full 2-0 for them.
Yeah, definitely not. And what I tell you, Josh. Okay, later. I'll go later. But I'll pause. I'll do it later. When they win, else everyone's gonna think differently of LCK now. And well, as far as it goes, it may as well be hopeless because they are in a bit of a killer situation. Pero LCK off to a good start nonetheless. I mean, mababa. Let's be real here. Mababa yung chances na makaabot pa sila ng playoffs. Pero this certainly makes things a little bit more possible to go their way.
Yeah. I mean, again, we said earlier, the step 1 was to win this match. It doesn't matter. But the bonus would be if they can get a 2-0, then things get a lot more interesting in this group for them. And it makes it possible if they can win these last 2 matches here.
Yes, sir. LCK, I gotta say, though, the future looks good for this team. I mean, at least the close future in which they go into Ankara. And sana hindi na tayo mag-compound kasi tatalunin na ng LCK. Sorry, I'm full biasing on
He's
LCK right
glazing
now.
right now.
But can you blame me? No one expected them to win, and they're doing it. Apart
Yeah.
from me, I'm the only one who thought
Who
they
doesn't
will,
like a
and they're
nice
doing it.
underdog story? Okay.
Of course. I mean, that's what I mean. I've said it time and time again, right? In the crossfire grand scheme of things, the Philippines still kind of is an underdog. So you love to see it. You love to see it when other regions do it as well. Let's take a look at the set summary dito, and look who's got a 4.0 KDA. My boy, Design.
Yeah. I mean, we did say that for LCK, man, design is essentially what it is for B-Boy to be on a team, right? So those numbers, not surprising here for them. 4.00. Dokto and LDX, essentially you're ranking esports, man. They looked so lost, especially once it came to the second half, right? Where they barely got a single round here. And man, design, so confident, so good in the way that he is approaching this map right now. Port, definitely their home ground.
Mm-hmm. Makes you wonder what would happen if yung map 2 natin is sub-base, a map that they used up against Vasco. Excuse me, Vasco as well. But Port was their battleground, and it did not seem otherwise at any point of the game. You talk about design having a monstrous performance, but you gotta give credit for everyone else as well. I mean, Flex created so much space for this team. Let's put that out there. Constantly was a big headache for ranking.
Yeah. And I mean, that's also talking about how the macro for LCK was working, right? Flex was always in the same spot, which, again, it confuses me how they were not able to abuse that or even, take control of that one piece of information that's always going to be there. So there's something definitely wrong with ranking today. It's not going well for them. The reads are not working. The mid round's not working either. So it is kind of a question mark, right? Remember, we said the numbers can tell us the truth, but also it depends still on the team, how they perform on the day. With that being said, we're going to be going over into Ankara. This is the map where LCK can upset the ranking. We might get a full 2-0 sweep out of the Turkish super team, surprising everyone. And it could happen right here, right now.
Yeah, the one thing that stands out to me, Josh, these are stats. No, both teams, more often than not, find more success on the BL side. No, that's interesting to me. And seeing as this is a ranking map pick, it's gonna be a battle of the attack, the battle of aggression. Which, if you remember, every time na tinatry i-meet ng ranking LCK sa full-on war, full-on battle talaga na dry peaks, no? It's LCK that comes out on top. So it makes you wonder how it's gonna pan out in Ankara. Granted, Port is a very different map from Ankara, way more fundamental based, way more macro based. So I don't think ranking are gonna favor a lot of these fights. I don't think they're gonna allow a lot of those fights to happen. But if they do, I think LCK have a shot of 2-0ing this series, Josh.
Yeah, I mean, if we're being honest, right, LCK do remind us kind of matches, right, where when it gets scrappy, that's where they win, right? The pub style, the speed at which they play, keeps their opponents off kilter. No, nahihirapan sila na makipagsabayan sa ganun kabilis na playstyle ng LCK. So if LCK can keep this going in the other maps, then it might be possible for them to end this series on a high note and keep their dreams alive, especially with the map differential. If they can get the 2-0 pare, then it's very, very possible for them to get all the way into our playoffs.
It's more likely. I don't see how well, it's gonna depend on a lot of things, syempre, no. Pero it does up their chances, and it certainly feels good for them to beat technically the number 1 seed of Vietnam here. No, I mean that's the problem with ranking, right? We already brought it up earlier. It's a question of consistency for them. Yes, they take Wolf Empire 3-2 in a best of 5, but then it's so hard for them to close out series like this. I mean, we've seen them as well up against, what was it, Q9 that they faced up against the group stage. They take one map and then they lose the next couple very, very badly. So ranking, they really need to work on their consistency. We know that they can perform, but how often they can perform at that same level that they beat Wolf Empire seemingly is their own weakness.
And that's the strange thing about it, right? When we talk about these teams, there's definitely no way to tell what's gonna be happening during the match in itself, because we can have the stats up, we can have records up right now for them, but sometimes some teams just underperform on the day, and which is why it's so important, right, to differentiate a team that has a high skill floor versus a team that has a high skill ceiling,
Yeah,
right? Being
yes,
more
yes.
consistent, being able to even on a bad day perform well is what really sets teams apart.
Yeah. At saka kailangan mo rin i-consider, Josh, na maybe this is just one of those games that design just popped off. And the next map, that may not happen. No? From a macro point of view, from a team fighting point of view, yes, that's good, pero it's one of the hardest, or it's a type of playstyle that is impossible to recreate, no? Kasi when you talk about winning maps, when you talk about approaching the map in a macro sense, you create strategies. Kunyari, magpupush tayo ng sabay dito sa LA tsaka sa LB. Pero what if the strat is design just pop off? Ang hirap, imposibleng i-repeat yun, no? It really it relies completely on the performance of one player, and this could be one of those things for LCK. Maybe nag-pop off lang talaga sa design dito, no? But we will know until we get to that next map, which is Ankara. Pero for now, hinga muna tayo dito, Josh. Let's take a bit of a breather and kausapin muna natin dito yung chat. Salamat nga pala, guys, by the way, for supporting us all throughout the first 4 days that we've had the Filipino stream.
And
Make
a
sure to
lot
share the
more.
stream. Follow nyo na rin yung page natin to stay tuned to all the happenings dito sa Crossfire Pilipinas. Shoutout sa lahat ng viewers natin na andyan pa rin on this fine Saturday afternoon. And I hope you are having a wonderful time. Same as us. Ang ganda
Yeah,
ng match ngayon.
that's a pretty good match. Is a good underdog story in the works right now. So we'll see how LCK can convert this into a full match win. I mean, we've seen this happen, right? Just the other day when Ubek Maniac won on sub base and then lost in a reverse sweep, right? So you just never know how it's gonna go, man. And the thing is, man, these guys ranking, they're a team that has been so consistent throughout the entire year. So would not be surprised if they can take this back. So here, with that being said, Ankara gonna be our second map. The question of whether or not LCK can end this here or if ranking can keep themselves alive in the series is gonna be answered, pare. Ayun, sa mga tao nandyan sa comment section, sana nag-i-enjoy kayo. Go ahead and share the stream if you have not yet. And enjoy the rest of this series. Here we go. Ranking Esports versus LCK. Ankara starts now.
Yes, sir, LCK. A team that very few believed in. But
Me included.
Yep. But they are starting to look really good. There we go, Ankara, a map where they will truly be tested. Very different playstyle, no, compared to sub-base. But
Mhm.
Raffin, early pick contact. Tap walking straight into B entrance. Hotel
What?
exit is his. What the heck is Raffin doing? That's crazy.
Yeah. But again, the speed at which LCK plays this map is what's going to make the difference between them and ranking esports right now. But now, they are very aware. That's why sobrang reserved ng mga position in the mga RKE players. Now, Yumeo here, taken down already by Lionclaw, overrun by 4 players of LCK. And look at this, they also included Raffin. Same thing, the Rats on the other side, waiting in second mid for RKE to go in for that rotation. And the plant's going to be going down any second now.
Just like that. Nasa kanila na ang A site, nasa kanila na ang
Yeah.
plant ng C4 dito. And despite the fact that it was a very rough start, they still make it happen. Brute force para sa kanila, no? And a swing
Ooh.
for Raffin that is just mighty. Pupusin niya ito nasa LA. Navis, okay, good for the trade. Duke one right up there in bench. Good swing as well, but Lion Claw with the clean up. Another good start for LCK.
There we go. There you go. If LCK can continue this, ranking esports not going to be able to find a way to go back to their fundamentals, pare. When you throw things like this, man, like the way that Matt just plays, the pub style of LCK right now, which we have not been expecting, man. Ranking esports is not going to be ready for this just because they can't even get into position before LCK can even get their first kill.
Uy, pero binagalan agad LCK, change of pace. No hotel presence yet. Nasaan si Rafin? That's my question. And he's playing around with two of their teammates, so that's a sign that LCK doesn't want to play too aggressive. Kasi pag pinadala nila si Rafin tsaka si Flex kung saan-saan, that's when they attempt for the split pushes. At mukhang gagawin na nga nila yun ngayon. Si Flex naman, already in cat. Looking at RS, and he could actually make a path towards EA, or actually exit, or RS, and there's a good chance that he will make it through as long as he's careful.
Yeah. And look at this. I mean, Flex is that same guy, man. He's doing that mid control every round. This is round 2. He's looking just like how we did back on port. Takes that position, sits there, and waits for everything to happen on the map, waiting for the right time to cut off rotations or catch RKE by surprise. But they're going to make their way inside of this. Already in a hotel, overrun by 3 players of LCK here in Nevis. Might be ready for it. They are playing anti-flash for 1. But that's 3 people of LCK going slowly towards hotel exit. A high-low setup from Nevis and Doktuan. No. They choose to go the other direction. Might not be easy, but there's only 38 seconds here. LCK ready, gearing up for the side take right now as they are slowly stalking their way forward. Lion Claw, not gonna check the angles here. Doktuan's all alone. Spoxy finds LDX. They take down Doktuan. Nevis is here, but there's too many people on the other side. He gets a second though. No plant here for LCK. Spoxy denied the plant still. Yumeo takes him down, and it's Spoxy alone, surrounded by his opponents now. 10 seconds left on the clock. Desperate to find a way onto the site. Not gonna get the chance. Now, the nade's gonna go down. Plant finally as well. Granted to him, Spoxy hiding behind the boxes, waiting for that last second. Misses the shot over onto PM. The 1v3 pressure coming in from all different directions right now. But Nevis takes him down from behind. Too much to be asked for out of nowhere. Ranking Esports in the last second.
Yeah, good hold from Ranking there. Not letting go of that B site. And approach pretty straightforward mula dito sa LCK. No? Nothing too crazy. Hindi man lang sila nag-split nga eh. And the problem with that B push is they didn't have any hotel control, so there were just too many angles to look out for the moment that they step into that site. So Ranking, as I said, a pretty good hold. Nothing too crazy, just winning their duels on the GR side. Worked out. So LCK, talagang kailangan nila ng cheese plays. No? Kailangan nila ng set plays to penetrate these sites. Can't just be a standard split or a standard rush because hasn't worked out yet.
Gonna be a slow one, man. Yung LCK, dalawa lang yung playstyle nila eh. If it doesn't happen in the first 10 seconds of the round, they wait till the last 30 seconds. And that's always why they keep getting caught by they keep catching Ranking Esports unawares, no? Kasi they're still exploring the map, they're still mid-rotation, and LCK just come in as a full force squad of 3 or 4. And then when you're up against that many players, it's just nigh on impossible to stay alive.
Hotel presence abundant for LCK, and Duktuan might not know. Yun na nga, contact can be there. Flash at the ready. Duktuan running to safety. Buti na lang, bypass is clear, so Duktuan gonna be able to run for now. LCK, it's a bait. They are not committing to B. And look at the rotations. A, only one person left. If LCK push right now, they're gonna be in for a surprise that there's only one person inside of A side.
Definitely not gonna be a fun one, man. Ooh. There's only one person in here, man. Flash is now gonna be out. LDX cannot see a single thing. He knows he has to back off. Play for numbers here. Wait for the rest of his team to come in before they try and stop this. And the plant's gonna go down. LCK playing it perfectly, keeping RKE unawares of where the hell they are on the map right now. So PM out for the exploration up in mid. Cannot find anyone side of Hukai. Flex is here. Same thing. Nevis, LDX peeking out through. They know where he is, but he takes down one. The headshot from Flex is way too fast. No way to fight back. And now Spoxy takes on PM as well. Flex single-handedly holding on through mid. And now the C4 is halfway through. And LCK 4v2 right now. All the utility being thrown out here. Flex again strikes. And Doktuan on the other side of the smoke. All alone right now. What a round out of Flex.
Lion Claw and Flex, the hold, the kills, impressive Flex. And look at the scoreboard. Flex and Lion Claw, yung dalawang nakikita niyong mukha ng paulit-ulit. LCK getting hyped, and you could see why. They know that they've done something good, and they're continuing to do so. LCK against Poxy. What a shot. Mid. Getting contested now, and it's a bypass play. PM is from the other side. Rotating towards Hotel now. LCK again. Oh, Lion Claw, a good angle. PM forced off. Dito sa Hotel exit, pwede siyang smoke lang, but they decide to take him out with Spoxy on the sniper. C4 about to get planted. Pero si LDX dito pa rin sa Hotel. Will be here to wreak some havoc. Good shot onto Lion Claw to deny the C4 getting planted for now. But it is another crunch play. Look at where Flex is coming from. Entrance, hindi in-expect ni LDX, and there you go again. Flex coming up huge until he gets shut down by Humeo. C4, nasaan na yung tanim? Wala pa rin, Josh.
Yeah.
Oh!
What's gonna be happening here? Humeo na lang matitira. Possible pa naman. It's Foxy. Raffin. Oh no, he takes down one. And it's Foxy, man. He only has a sniper in his hands trying to get that shot. Switches over to the Colt trying to get that damage done. But there's too much to be done here. Humeo takes him down, and it's just too much to be asked for. Ranking Esports keeping it close this time.
Yeah. And I think LCK got a little bit too ahead of themselves. 2v1. Could have just played it safe. Played around batteries. Pero nag-peak sila eh. Tig isang peak pa. So medyo na-punish sila doon ng RKE. And that's the problem with LCK, right? You have to not get ahead of yourselves. Yes, you're ahead in the points. Yes, you're ahead in the series. But you still have to stay composed. You still have to ground yourself and realize that this is RKE we're talking about. This is still a very talented team. Heck, this is a team that took down Wolf Empire. So, still one of the best teams in the world. And LCK have to realize na, teka lang, still have a few rounds to go before we can celebrate. And they need to keep it clean.
Gonna be so clean, man. 2 minutes still. LCK, same thing. Full denial of information to RKE, man. It's continuing to be that same story. Ranking Esports unwilling to overexplore the map, unwilling to take some risks, are making things a little bit too easy for LCK. And now, minute and a half already eaten up. Duktuan. Oh no, he walks into too many people, and Nevis is here. The backup was there, but he could not get that trade out. 3 people now left for RKE and LCK. They know exactly what's going on. It's PM. He only has that sniper in his hands, desperately trying to stay alive, but Raffin's already there. Not expecting that kind of timing. Flex also waiting for the way to cut it mid-rotation. Yumeo and LTX looking so desperate right now. Minute left. So much time to be played right now for LCK, but Yumeo finds one. No plan just yet. LDX checking out second mid as well. And the smokes continuing to be an enigma for RKE. Cannot see, cannot trust what's on the other side of that. And the plant finally goes down. So much work to do for RKE. But LDX, he takes down one.
Oh,
the
no!
second as well. It's going to be Spoxy. It's going to be Flex trying to stay alive up on the stairs. But LDX takes down Spoxy here. Flex now coming in from second mid. 1v1 here on the other side. The duel will be won again by the Rats in the name of Flex.
Yeah, Flex with the cleanup. LDX with a pop-off moment. But the 3K just not enough. And you can see the disappointment in his face. Even after such a phenomenal job from Hotel. Sayang. But LCK, masyadong maraming natira eh, no? Nakakuha sila ng site with still 4 people left standing. So even with LDX popping off like that, it's not enough. LCK pulls on ahead. Still a 3-2 scoreline. Not too far. But you gotta consider, BL side to ng LCK. And they're still ahead, Josh.
So far ahead right now, man. Gosh, Ranking Esports not gonna be given any sort of comfort here on this map. Might be their map pick, but Ankara seems to have been studied well by LCK. Same thing, man. No exploration from Ranking. No check on mid. No information granted. LCK Not even poking and prodding, man. They just choose a site, wait outside, and wait for the pick. Now, flashes out here. Yumeo. Oh, and LDX! The crossfire works
Oh,
out here. Neves also taking down one of his own. Spoxy's gonna be left alone on the outside of Vent. Cannot check the angle, and Neves cleans it up. We're looking like it's a real fist fight on this map, Matt.
yes. And pagka ganun, no, na standard approach from LCK, Ranking know what to do. Ranking deals with them. Medyo kulang din yung priority on the util doon, no? Walang masyadong flashes na gumana. So LCK nahirapan makapasok ng site. And RKE equalize for now. 3-3 as we head into round number 7. Oh, look at this stack from LCK. Everyone in LA have been discovered. Nevis from Bypass gets seen. Humio Invents now knows that there's so many people in front of him, but has to hold. Vent's still his, and LCK back off for now.
All right. RKE, man. He did try and fight. We'll see. LDX this time. I think you saw a little bit of a glimpse of the people on the other side of that smoke here by door. Here, hotel entrance, LDX switching over to the short angle. One and done this is, man. You can get one. No, he cannot. Lion Claw again. Feisty as his actual name. Takes down LDX. Look to one. Falling at the hands of Flex again. The two-pronged push from LCK working out every time. But PM finds Flex here. And Spoxy. What is that? 2v4 now. The flashes, the smokes up in the faces of the RKE players. It's going to be Neves alone. He finds one to C4. Sprays down onto the second. But Raffin cleans it up in the end.
LCK again pulling out ahead. And the dueling prowess of this squad, Josh. So good. LCK. A power team for sure. And the BL side working out great for them. Looking to pull ahead na naman as we go into the second half. Unless
Humeo.
RKE's got something to do about it. There you go. Good opening kill from Humeo. And another one from PM. Eves Flex in the dust. Deep angles. And again, this is a good start from RKE. Smoke comes out. Vents might be contested. Humio not looking at the proper angle for now. Pero na timingan. Okay.
Ooh.
Humio backing off. That's a good decision from Humio.
Here we go. Utility thrown out. Yumeo, careful just in case someone chooses to push out here. But LCK, they're going the other direction. Going through mid. I don't think RKE are going to be expecting this because they're so well invested on A right now. They only know that Raffin right now is inside the vents. Spoxy takes down Nevis. A little bit of a taste of their own medicine. The rotation now going to be coming in for LCK. Not the full commitment on B just yet as they choose to try and poke and prod until they can get maybe another couple of picks before they go. That's 3 on A right now.
Two people unaware of the position of LDX. Bypass has to be cleared. Second mid, Lion Claw clearing up to hotel, pero from down under, LDX is there. And Raffin just, barely sees contact. Ito na si LDX, lalabas na siya. And this is very risky for Spoxy. Saan nakatingin si Spoxy?
Oh my.
There
No
you go.
way.
The contact goes in favor of Raffin, and LDX does go down. That's a bit of safety as B site is wide open. 20 seconds, plenty of time for LCK to get the C4 down. And suddenly, this is an even playing field, Josh. 3v3 retake.
Oh man. Kung kailan mo makikita na RKE, just when you think they do have that advantage, is going to be denied to them. Yumeo walking right into Raffin again. This rifle is deadly, and Spoxy as well, waiting on the other side of the smoke. Counting down to seconds. C4 already halfway through. This 2v3 is going to be so hard. Flashes from Doktuan and going to be a push out through hotel exit. Raffin takes him down again, and now it's going to be PM alone. Not going to be given the chance.
Yeah, and that's an all-important kill dealing with that bypass player, LCK. A bit of luck involved, but they find LDX and they find the round. That bypass control really was everything that RKE had from that split. Pwede na lang ma-pincer sana eh. Pwede na lang ma-rat play sana yung LCK. Pero dahil na-discover si LDX, they just lost the round. It just crumbled from there. A retake, impossible. And the round's now in favor of LCK. Pero wala pa tayo sa second half. And they look to close this first half with at least a 2-round lead. Unless RKE can do something in this last defense.
Yeah, they need this round, man. As many rounds as they can here from the GR side. Para mas padali yung habol nila. There's a huge difference between this one round and not winning it. For LCK. Spoxy. Same approach. No need to change anything if it's not working. If it is working, or rather. This 4-man push up through mid. No forward exploration from RKE. Again, giving away too much info. Making it too easy for LCK. Not even having to spend any utility to take that space, man. That's where the weakness is for RKE right now. But look at LDX. He has an angle. They are going to be aware of this. Looking for the push now. Choosing to go through. Sees 1 PM. Misses the shot. They are aware of his positioning. Flash is now going to be out. The LDX here to bail out his comrade. But there goes the trade. Raffin again. Getting away with insanity right now. Playing parkour on the site. He finds one. But Duct One, that's design here. 3v4. 45 seconds, not fully secure just yet for LCK. Duct One finds a Spoxy right now, and it's gonna be Spoxy. It's gonna be Flex alone. 1v2, C4 out in the open.
Okay.
And again, it's gonna be down to this last gunfight. 30 seconds in, Flex has no idea where the C4 is. He has to find a way to take down Neves, who's lying in wait for that contact to happen. But there's so much time on the clock. So many questions here. 15 seconds. Flex waiting to push through. Hotel exit finds the timing spot. Spots Neves, but he cannot connect the shots. And he's so low on health. 10 seconds now. Smokes up, flashes up. 7 seconds. Flex running out of time, running out of options. He has to run it down, has to get that kill. 3 seconds now. Neves playing around like a kid. And it's perfect. Down to the last second again. Ranking Esports denying that last round. And now we're switching over to the second half.
Yeah, perfectly played on the defense there. Just play around the batteries. Nevis knew all he had to do was buy time and hide, and that's exactly what he did. Not really a lot that Flex could do in that scenario. But either way, ahead dito ang LCK as we go into the GR side for them. Switch of sides tayo dito in the second half. 5-4 in favor of LCK.
Spoxy, first contact. Pushes through.
Oh!
Flex finds one. The second as well. No one is called Flex, man. It doesn't matter what gun he's holding. He can take down 2 in a matter of seconds now. Ranking Esports grinding to a halt with the C4 out in the open as well. Neves is stuck behind the box, but he gets Flex in the end. Now Design, LDX doubling up on it now. Taking down the opponents. 2v3. They find the C4. They recover it. Now the question is, where do you go? Because LCK, they've brought their entire force up towards Connector. Already in A right now. And RKE, what will the call be?
Medyo napasobra yung push ng LCK dun, no? Could have backed off the moment they got 2 kills, but good punish either way from RKE. They might just find each other. Oh, just outside of Market.
No way, no
What
way, no
is
way!
this?
The timing,
What
the
is
timing!
this from
They
Raffin?
have no idea. Getting all the way through. Neves waiting,
Oh
so
my
patient.
God.
Look at the discipline
Oh
right
my
now.
God.
He's not giving it
Oh my
away.
God.
Inside of Hotel, exploring. Raffin still sees Neves, takes down 1. And now they know the walls are closing in around them. PM taking on through. LDX finds 1. Now it's on to a 2v1. LDX 1v1 rather. Lion Claw aware of the positioning, aware of where they want to go, the intention in this push. But LDX 55 seconds. Oh, he makes the call to go the other way. Full rotation here. 50 seconds is so much time, man. This might make the difference between a round win or a loss. Will it be LDX? Does he still go towards B? And he does. He does. Making all the way through to RS. He has to check the corners. Doesn't know. Lion Claw also exploring. The timing! He turns around! And Lion Claw steals it away!
Lion Claw with the perfect timing and that steely composure keep LCK 2 rounds ahead and ranking. This is where reality sets in. We are 2 rounds behind, half where we're supposedly up ahead pulling on, but LCK have just pulled everything away from them through the craziest way possible. A two-man flank all the way down in the enemy RS, Tito Josh. Who does this?
How do you even expect that to happen, man? One wrong move, the timing perfect as well from Lion Claw. Was definitely a coin flip to be started with. Now, what a way to start off. Not relieving any of the pressure given here to RKE. And even then, right, the start of that last round, Flex switching over to the sniper. Not to be expected. Now, LCK are playing the classic A-hold. 3 men on the site, 2 on 2F. Now Raffin takes down one, but Nevis is there for the trade. Flex from on top, up top, ready for the angle in case they choose to go through EA. But it's a minute and a half still. Nevis now spotted out. LDX finds Flex. It's going to be Design all alone now on the site. Yumeo spotted out but cannot get the shots in. Flashes. Design finding a way to stay alive here, and he still weathers the storm. But Nevis and Yumeo are going to find a way to take them down. 1v4, it's going to be Spoxy alone.
And RKE finally take a clean side take. LDX spots out where Spoxy is, and to make it all the more harder. Even when he sees the shots, he doesn't connect it. So there you go. RKE finally get the C4 planted and hold it down to get the round on the board. But LCK, you just never know what to expect from there.
Yeah, man. But here, though, ranking, at the very least, they're keeping this much closer than map number 1, man. Once it spiraled out of control for ranking, they could not take it back. The steering wheel was firmly in the hands of LCK, but this time, there is much more resistance from the Vietnamese squad.
And we kind of expected this, right? I mean, the BL side, a side that is favored for both ends. And you can see LCK restricted yung movement nila dito eh. Pero still, look at the LA push. It's Flex and Design looking for LDX. At mukhang pag nag-push dito si Flex, mahuhuli niya yung timing kay LDX.
Here we go. Same thing. This time, though, ranking, I think with 4 here, up in hotel. Not willing to do anything easy. Want to try and keep it complicated, keep LCK guessing this time around. Maybe the macro will work on the BL side.
Where is Flex? Look at this position.
Hey, this guy has gotten so far forward. And it's the same thing, man. This guy is a rat through and through. It doesn't matter what round it is. Doesn't matter what side they're on the map. He will find a way to insert him in the most unlikely places. And he's definitely not going to be expected here. But now the question is, do RKE walk into the trap or do they fully avoid it?
Either way, ang daming info na binibigay nito para sa LCK. It gives them off this confidence na mag-stack sa B, knowing that LA is clear.
Spoxy.
It seems like
Spoxy.
Oh.
This is that first shot. 3 people have crossed now. And LDX find Design just because of that one miss on Spoxy. Making things possible now. And Revis takes down Spoxy. Oh no. They're running out of people here. Lion Claw trying to pick things up from where it has begun. But Raffin also on the other side. Flex left alone. 1v3 and the plant going down. What can the lurker do?
Yun lang. RKE, a successful take, and Flex, walang nahanap apart from information, no kills. Now stuck in 1v3. Okay, good first kill against Nebis. Nade comes out, might just be able to take down Duktuan, who is 1 HP behind batteries, pero naka-sniper pa rin siya dito. One good peek from Duktuan could just end this round right now. And there it is, the timing. Gonna be hard to get for Flex. Checking so many angles as he gets the next kill on the board. LDX, the last one. And it is just not connecting for Flex. RKE, a good side take. And a timeout immediately pulled mula dito sa LCK.
So important right now for ranking to get this map, man. It could make the difference between them winning and just losing it out. Because remember, this will make the difference between a 3rd and the 4th place finish. It makes the difference between whether or not your playoffs dream is still alive. And this is so important for LCK as well. Remember, we said if this goes all 3 maps, then LCK will most likely lose it out just because of how small their map pool is, how little success they've gotten on other maps here.
Exactly. Could not have put it better myself. They need to end this right now. And LCK, and you can see the steam starting to run low for them, no? I mean, the lead dwindling and Design nowhere to be found. Design has stepped into the shadows for now. Parang naubos si Design ng map number 1, no? I mean,
Yeah.
thankfully for them, there's others taking his spot. Flex is providing so much space and intel.
And Raffin too.
Of course, their Design needs to get frags. That's the fact of the matter.
And this is where we go back to the playstyle, man. When it comes to LCK, it's so important for a star to shine every time. But the thing is, man, when you want consistency, this is not the way to go. It's just unsustainable. People cannot be in flow state every game, which is why it's so important to raise your skill floor and not your skill ceiling. It has to be both. Even on a bad day, you need to be able to perform to perfection. And that's why teams like Ranking, teams like Q9, and when it comes to the longer tournament formats, that's where they really shine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what makes other squads consistent, right? That prep beyond the talent of your players. And Flex again looking to take matters into his own hands as Raffin will be doing the same thing. Oh, the challenge not working out. 2 players out. Design and Raffin out for this round. And LCK, what is happening?
They've lost it, man. They're crumbling under the pressure that RKE is giving on. Now, Spoxy trying to come in from behind. The PM's also here, man. Doesn't matter where you go. Someone's going to be watching. Spoxy, though, finds the enemy sniper. 3v4 here. The second. The third from Spoxy going absolutely nuclear right now. And Nevis, in a matter of seconds, has no one around him. What was that out of LCK?
Lion Claw and Spoxy, a huge recovery round. Josh, 3v5 and LCK make it happen. Oh my gosh. LCK, just when we started doubting them, they pull right on ahead in the scoreboard as well. 7-6.
It might be possible. But here, PM, he takes down Spoxy. The one man who went nuclear that last round is down for the count early in this one. Might be possible. You notice actually Spoxy has been that one man that has been keeping LCK above the water. So he has to pick it up. But Flex is here. Raffin exists. Everyone else on the squad picking it up for Design. Just like you said, just like you asked in that last round.
Exactly.
And they're doing it.
Lahat
Now RKE, they're so careful, man. They have no idea where to go. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Flex
Oh
shows
no.
himself, almost gets killed here, but they do find a way to stop them from moving forward. Lion Claw takes down Doktuan, punishing them for their hubris, but Yumeo's there. Trade out, Lion Claw still aware, still present here in the spot. Takes down one, and again, it's coming down to the gunfights here. What is going on right now? LCK, zero regard for the macro. They see an enemy, they shoot.
Well, it kind of makes sense. That's what works for them anyway. This time, a little bit too deep. Hotel entrance yung pinunterian nila, no? And punished. And it's a 2v3. Look at how wary yung mga players ng RKER. Talagang pinapanood nila yung likod nila, no? They know that LCK have a tendency to be
Raffin.
hyper aggressive. Design finds his kill. And now it's a 2v2. Good flash that doesn't hit anyone. Bit of clearance, but it is a 2v2. One way or another, C4 has to go down in B.
And it does. Now the push through tunnel here, LCK. Looking out for it. Way that they're set up here. LDX does not need any assistance. He takes him down single-handedly here. And we're equal again. No way for LCK to push forward here as RKE. Definitely playing at the same pace as our opponents. Might have taken them an entire map, but they're finally here.
Yep, they've come to play. But LCK, are they running out of things to catch RKE off guard? Lagi nang may nagbabantay sa likod dito ng RKE. They've cleaned up their acts, which is why LCK are being forced to play standard, forced to play safe, and that is not the way their mechanism works. their inner clocks, gusto nila mag-push lagi dito, Josh. That's why nahihirapan sila. This is not the way that they have gotten used to winning rounds, which is why they're just like that in a blink of an eye. Raffin mows them down, and LCK pull on ahead again, closer and closer. Josh, RKE, they're starting to smell doom.
Is the upset about to happen? 2 rounds left for the Turkish super team. Matt, I'm gonna be honest with you. I had my doubts, but it might be possible. It's
I might have
starting
cooked.
to work. It's Mike Cook's the only person on all broadcasts to believe in LCK, and LCK are stepping up to the plate. They are rising to the occasion right now. And by golly me, what a way to do this. Rounds like that. Rounds out of Raffin, out of Lion Claw, out of Flex, out of Spoxy when Design is not having the best map, the best day. He's going insane for all of them.
Raffin. 20 kills. Flex a close second with 14. And again, the position is just perfect. Raffin could get them all with the proper circumstance. If they don't clear him with nades, they might just be able to clean it up again! Raffin gets the first 2, and that's a dead giveaway. A site is the target. And LCK, they're gonna strike. Look at Flex. Again, looking for the big rotation. Ang lalim ni Flex nasa RS. PM unaware.
PM has no
And
idea.
again,
Oh
Flex! No way! Flex
He's
gets
getting
the
away.
kill! And he's getting away with daylight murder! PM Humio finds Flex. But now it's an ultimate guessing game with 1 minute left on the clock.
No.
RKE. This round could mean the difference between life and death. And so far, LCK have played them like a fiddle. Middle is where they stand. Bypass is the play. And look at where LCK responds in kind with. Look at how deep the players of LCK
Oh, no,
are.
it's
Spoxy
Spoxy.
tasked at hand to keep this act clean. The sniper shot about to connect.
Is it
Will be
possible?
spotted. And Spoxy will be there for the info. PM goes in for the C4 plant. Has to do it now while they can. But where are the players of LCK coming from? They are coming, Josh, from all
So many
directions.
angles.
So many angles to look out for. Spoxy umakyat pa nga. Humio to
Humio.
get into hotel, but he's not gonna spot
no, no,
anyone.
no!
Lion Claw almost gets the
There's no
timing.
way.
And there you go. Humio, good opening kill. Gives them a bit of leeway, but Design
Oh,
comes
Design.
in. And PM is getting swarmed from both directions. Spoxy
Oh!
goes down. Design keeps it
PM.
close, but the shots are connecting. LCK get to 9, and they're pulling one away from RKE again.
And just when you think that Design was not gonna get a single thing, he turns up in the most important way possible, at the best possible time as well. Even then, LCK now down to 1 round, about to sweep an upset out of ranking esports. What a series this is! What a story for the Turkish super team. EU MENA made on the map, man. And now LCK. They're so close to it, they can taste it.
Man, I am stoked for LCK. I love this play style. And it is just too much for ranking. Too much indeed! Design
What?
again, pop it off. Lion Claw on the board, and this might be it. LCK
it.
counting their stars because today they win against ranking. A 2-0 sweep, and LCK proved everyone but me wrong.
Man, you just had to gloat, but it's so important, man. An underdog story through and through, ranking out of the super region of Vietnam, and now proving everyone on the broadcast wrong, proving that EU MENA is not a region to sleep on, keeping their playoff dreams alive in the group stage.
Wow. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, Josh, this win probably doesn't mean a lot in terms of the grand finals because, let's face it, they don't really have the best chance of making it into the playoffs. But LCK, I think that makes a statement for themselves. I think that really says, look at us, we are no joke.
They are here to play, man, here to make a statement. We talked about EU MENA as a young region similar to the Philippines right now, and they are writing their own story today. LCK, not the best out of the region, but still knocking down giants like Ranking Esports.
And ranking, I think some doubts are starting to settle in talaga on how composed this team really is, just how good they really are. Because how do you beat the likes of Wolf Empire, some world champion material team, and then fall to some big
LCK.
underdog such as LCK? I mean, I think this speaks more for LCK than it does for ranking. I mean, LCK, a team, arguably one of the most creative teams we've seen in the grand finals, and they're making it work.
The speed at which they made it, the way that they were playing around the map, confusing Ranking Esports, right? Always a difference there. Flex constantly breathing down their necks just so you don't even know what direction to put in, man. Raffin as well. Each of the other highlight moments, LCK really pop it off, and man, they are definitely someone's new dark horse here in the tournament.
And their reliance on design, they immediately prove na hindi nila kailangan na mag-pop off si design. Everyone else steps up to the plate, and by sheer speed, I don't think we've seen a team like them dito sa grand finals. Well, there are playstyles that are similar to them, but no one makes it work as well and as consistently as they do in maps that we don't expect it to happen as well, right? I mean, who picks up Port as a first map and then push constantly in Cat A, that it becomes such a big headache na kahit ilang beses i-address ng ranking, it just doesn't work. I don't know. No one else does that. No one else. And LCK, they get themselves a put ahead of ranking. If memory serves right, I think this almost guarantees that ranking doesn't make it to the finals now, because it's 2 series losses for them. So
And
there's still a chance for
not
LCK.
a single map, I think, no, for Ranking.
They picked up one
did
map.
get one map,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
having lost 2 matches like this basically throws away your playoff hopes. So yeah, GG to Ranking, man. They do have one more match to go, but that's not going to make any difference in the grand scheme of things. No, that's their fate sealed. The last nail in the coffin for Ranking Esports.
But
Look at the
I
smile on
cannot-
your face,
I
man.
cannot stop smiling. I cannot stop smiling. LCK. Wow. You know, sometimes belief pays off. And today is one of those days, and today is a good day. Sana masaya kayong mga nanonood dyan. Shout out sa mga viewers natin. And shout out kay Andre Vera, kay Mr. Salvatore. Kasalanan mo to, Dadum. Okay lang. I love it. LCK with their first win in international stage dito sa ating 2024 run, and it's a good day for that squad. Whew. Teka, chill muna tayo dito sa Josh. My heart can't take this. I'm happy.
This
happy
guy
for
is
LCK.
so happy. Chat. I mean, you can see it. For the record, this is the first time his prediction was right and mine was wrong. Wait. This entire year, okay, regardless of event, this is the
Regardless
first time
of
he's
game,
right or wrong. Regardless of game, okay, regardless of esports title, this is the first time Matt's prediction was right and I was wrong. So you can see why he's happy.
And from a team as well. I mean, there you go. MVP, Raffin. I mean, this man channeled his inner rat today.
Yeah. You gotta hate it too. I mean, Raffin and Flex. Dude, it's not just Raffin, it's Flex as well. So because you have 2 people lurking into the deepest trenches of the maps, never knowing where to look, it's a constant question of where the hell do you even look for ranking. And now you can see -3 in the set differential, -16 in the round differential. That's their playoff hopes and dreams gone for this event.
Yeah, but let's face it, LCK, they still have to face against Q9
Q9.
to get through to playoffs. But if they do, it's gonna be even one bigger
One
upset.
hell of a story, man.
So,
One hell of a story.
LCK, I mean, I could smell a horse forming, and it is it's
horse?
a dark horse. That was a very bad line. Pero LCK, Essentially, toe-to-toe sila ng standing ngayon with Vasco, no, with 0 set differential. So if they end a tied scoreline in the end of the group stage, it's gonna come down to round differential. And let's face it, LCK still negative in the round differential, no, compared to Vasco. So still a way to go, and but the path is it's possible now. It's
It's
possible for
possible.
LCK. Yeah.
That's what matters, man. The dream has to be alive. The same thing goes for the other groups, man. Ubik Maniac, having lost one match, 2-0ing the next one. Uh, Basically the same story. So, yeah, who doesn't love a good underdog story when it comes to these kinds of events, man? It's almost like it's been written in a script.
Yes, sirree. And LCK, you love to see it. And what a swing as well of performance, right? From design popping off to those rat plays, there's no way you could have predicted that this is how it's gonna come. But there you go. That concludes match number 2 of our series today. Yung ating Group A match is done for today. When we go next, when we start the next series, it is Unknights versus Swamp Gaming. And you gotta remember, this is another underdog story, no? Swamp Gaming being the lone representative of NA with a surprise starting performance. So they didn't win, but they held their ground in their debut match against Wolf Empire. So going up against Unknights. I did predict
doable.
I did predict against them, pero after seeing their performance against Wolf, I think they have a good shot against Unknights.
Yeah, I do agree there, especially after having seen On Knight's performance as well, right? Just the other day, where there was just very little belief in that team. Again, out of that region, so we just never know, right? Especially since NA, there is no other testing metric, right? They're the only NA team. We don't know how they match up against any of the regions. We haven't seen them go up against any Philippine teams either. So for Swamp Gaming, they have everything to gain and nothing to lose here.
Absolutely. And they're the ultimate ultimate underdog talaga out of this entire narrative that we've been building for the group stage, for the grand finals rather. So I'm excited to see just how they're gonna perform. But for now, let's throw it over to Matt Andrews for the post-match interview of my boys.
Our second match of day 4. A great battle over just the 2 maps. Could have gone to 3, but we just got the 2. The winner's LCK. Dezane here, our MVP. Dezane, when your team won that second map, there was a big roar from your side of the stage. Obviously, you're pleased. Were you also a bit like relieved? Like, yes, we got one.
This is our first win, so we were so happy, and we are more confident about the tomorrow game. So we are just fine right now.
Fine right now. Okay, yeah. Obviously, we didn't talk to you after you lost to Vasco. Because they won. You went down 2-0 to them. Was that a surprise to you?
Yes, it was a surprise. We were not expecting these scores, actually.
So you thought you'd beat Vasco?
Yes.
By a long way?
Yes.
Why?
Like we were actually preparing good for them. We were just confident against them because we know they're like not that good, because in Vietnam they just they get a bit bad scores.
Okay.
So we were just confident. We were just confident
Right.
against them.
Did you do preparation for them?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
we did.
did it? I mean, you lost the game. Do you think you prepared the wrong way, or did they just outplay you?
I think we just did a lot of mistakes. We just did some dumb mistakes. So we deserve to lose.
Okay,
Yes.
good. That's an honest answer. I respect that. You deserved to win this one, I think, against ranking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You went 24 kills on the first map. You got, I think it was 2 on the second map.
Not 2 actually. Last 2 rounds I get some kills.
Oh yeah, all right.
Some important kills. 1
Yes.
clutch and 3
Yes.
kills. Yeah.
Were the rest of the team just stealing all of your kills?
Yes,
Yeah.
they did their work. They were fucking insane. Yeah, we just beat them.
You just beat them.
Yes.
Yeah, your team were just going for it then.
Yes.
Yeah. You lost on Ankara. Why
Yes.
were you so good on Ankara today?
Because we play more control game. We just talked about this yesterday, and now we are just playing more control, more slow. We focus on our aim. When we push together and get trades. Yeah, that's the main thing.
That works.
Yes.
How's your preparations for Q9?
for Q9. We watched a lot of votes. I think we are ready for every map.
Every map?
Yes.
So you've already started the preparations
Yes.
for Q9,
Yes.
yeah? And now presumably you're going to do some more.
Yes.
Yeah. This group is tough, okay?
Yeah,
This group is tough. It's possible Q9 will beat you and be 3-0 in this group, or it's possible we might have tiebreakers. This group is... You basically have to beat them,
Yes.
right? Is it... You're confident about it, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why are you so confident you can beat Q9 Club?
Because in this group, every team can beat the other teams. You know, everyone can beat each other. So yeah, we are just confident because their level is not top, not like Baisha, you know, like
Okay.
1 year ago Baisha. So we can just beat them, I think. We are confident always against, doesn't matter who.
Right. I mean, that's a good thing to have. A Turkish team being confident about whoever you play. I think a few people will be surprised that you seem quite relaxed about playing Q9.
I'm relaxed. I'm good against everyone. So yeah, I'm just confident.
Yeah.
My team also.
You had a big, like I say, the 24 kills that you got. That's a lot for anybody.
Yes.
And obviously the rest of your team are considerably lower down than what you got there. It feels like map by map, there's one kind of big standout player, Raffin, in the second
Yes,
one,
yes.
and everybody else is. I mean, is this deliberate? Is somebody just going for it, and the rest of you are backing them up, or why does this keep happening?
I think it's because we have very strong players. So one guy can come and just pop off. That's why we are all so good.
Yeah,
That's
and you're
why.
used to this happening.
Yes.
Do you adjust your play? You sort of like, we're going to let Raffin just go and take this, and we're going to back him up.
No, we
No, that
just
doesn't
play.
change
They just
things.
play, and it just happens.
It just happens.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens when they face Q9. That's going to be an incredible match. Can't wait to see it. Congratulations to Zane and
Thank you.
LCK. They needed that win, and they got it in style as well. 2 more games coming up on day 4, so don't leave us. We'll be live to you here from Hangzhou with the next after this short break.